Winnipeg police are asking anyone with information to come forward after a man was robbed while trying to buy a cell phone from someone who had posted an ad online. It happened around 9:30 Saturday evening on Hargrave Street. Police say when the two men met in person, the suspect pulled out a knife and demanded money. The victim tried to run, but the suspect chased after him and stole an undisclosed amount of cash. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers. A number of residents in the city's north end are taking a stand against prostitution in the area with handmade posters. These posters are up near the Pritchard Park playground. The community is hoping the signs will deter any criminal activity their children could be exposed to. Winnipeg police have applauded the efforts of the community, saying it's great that residents want to be part of the solution of stopping crime. A small community in the southwest corner of the province is cleaning up after being hammered by a short but intense downpour over the weekend. 4 homes in the town of Reston had to be evacuated due to groundwater or sewer backups from the storm late Friday and early Saturday. The RM of Pipestone says oil field equipment is being used to move water. Area officials say as much as 15 centimeters of rain fell in about 2 hours during the storm. To the flooding situation in Alberta now. 65,000 people in Calgary have been allowed to return home, but cleanup efforts in the city are expected to last for weeks. For more, we are joined by City's Francis D'Souza, who is live in Calgary. Good morning, Francis. What's the latest?
Hi, good morning, Courtney. I can tell you that people are still pumping out water, and we're actually in this small apartment complex here just on the other side of the river of downtown Calgary. This is what these people came home to. Luckily, their homes weren't flooded. The water level was about a foot below. Gonna go down here. It's quite noisy. They've got 3 massive pumps trying to pump out their underground garage. I've got my chest waders on, but I'll give you an idea as I go in here. This is their underground garage. Right now, the water is about up to my knees, but it was way past my chest before. And there are actually, I can see there, 3 cars that are still submerged in there that unfortunately will likely be a write-off. Now, this is the story in Calgary here. This group, all these residents started pumping out with this little sump pump. And then through the generosity of friends and family, they ended up getting those massive pumps. One of them is actually used on the oil field. These are the residents here, and they are actually doing 24-hour shifts just to pump out their garage. It's an incredible story that's happening in all these neighborhoods all around Calgary. 10,000 people here still remain in evacuation centers. Major concern here is for the Stampede, of course, because this is a big event which is scheduled to happen in about 2 weeks. But the Stampede grounds were flooded out. And now, as the water has receded, what's left is muck. It's thick and it's very sticky, and some buildings have been damaged there. So officials right now aren't exactly committing to the Stampede, but they're very hopeful that it will still go ahead. The other concern is also downriver in Medicine Hat. 10,000 people have been ordered to evacuate there. The South Saskatchewan River crested at 1 a.m., and they're ordering people to get out. And the dangerous situation there is that it could happen what happened here in Calgary, where all of a sudden the water just sort of overflowed and actually took out homes. And we know now that possibly 4 people have died in the Calgary area, but yet there are still some people refusing to leave their homes in Medicine Hat. So that's what we'll have our eye on today. Back to you, Courtney.
Thank you, Francis. That's Francis D'Souza reporting live from Calgary this morning. Absolutely devastating situation out there. The worst flooding that province has ever seen. Back at home, the books have closed on another Red River exhibition. Officials say attendance this year is down a bit from last year's record numbers, likely due to rainy weather and competition for other events like Taylor Swift and the UFC. This year's X was also marred by an accident on the Crazy Mouse ride that left a teenager in critical condition. Officials say they're still investigating the incident.
We're trying to find out how the young boy is doing. Obviously very unfortunate incident, and we're very upset about that and wish him all the best and hope it's for his family.
The Red River exhibition will be back next June. American aerialist Nick Wallenda completed a death-defying tightrope walk over the Little Colorado River Gorge near the Grand Canyon.
The view there, buddy.
It only took Walenda about 22 minutes to cross the 427-meter length of steel cable strung 457 meters above the river in northeastern Arizona. The 34-year-old accomplished the feat without using a safety harness. And we'll have more news coming up at 8 o'clock. Right now we'll check in with Jenna.